Hi, I'm Nicole, the host of The Break for Moms, and I'm so glad that you're joining me today for this special launch week for my show. I'd love to tell you a little bit more about the show and about myself, and I'm hoping that during this 1 hour show, you will call into the show so that I can meet you as well. So, as people are joining, I'm going to introduce myself probably a few times, but I want to let you know that this show is for mothers and caretakers of young children, roughly age 0 to 18. However, if you are an adoptive parent, a nanny, a babysitter, a teacher, or even a doctor, a pediatrician that works with children, you will find that much of the information on this show is something that will be pertinent to your life. So I also want to invite dads. If you're at home and you'd like to watch the show, of course, you are welcome, and we would love to all hear from you as well and hear your point of view. So keep that in mind. Even though the show is called The Break for Moms, it is for anyone that is a caregiver of young children. So thanks so much for joining me. I am going to tell you a little bit about my motivation for starting this show. Everyone has a busy life. Let's face it, that's our world. We're busy. We are connected to people at work. If we're working outside the home, if we're inside the home, we're busy just taking care of our children, let alone doing anything else. So it's hard to connect with other moms, with other parents, and other caregivers of children. So I felt that there was a need that wasn't being met. I felt that digitally I could create some sort of network on the internet where people could meet and come together and gain valuable resources and tips, hear from experts, and of course, have fun, have a chance to socialize and call into the show and win some great prizes as well. So with that said, The Break for Moms was born. And here we have it. This is my first week going live as the host, and I'm just so excited to be a part of Bidchat and to have this opportunity to reach other moms and caregivers. So I'm so glad that you're joining me this evening and taking a break from your daily routine with children, because I know myself that that's not easy to do. So a little bit about me and my family makeup. I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old as of today. Today's her birthday. My middle child just turned 3, and a 1-year-old. And so I know how busy it is as a mom. I'm running around like crazy throughout the day. Even though I work from home, I feel like I still really can't get anything done around the house. So if you're feeling that way, there's someone else out there that understands and cares about you and wants to support you and make you feel like you can do this, because motherhood is a roller coaster from day to day. Some days I feel like I have it all together, and some days I feel like I just want to hit pause or start all over again. So if you're feeling that way, know that you're not alone. With that said, I initially, when I first became a mother, felt really, really lonely. I didn't really have any other friends that were moms, and I just felt like I didn't know who to turn to. My sister has older children, so she was in a different season of life. My mother, of course, was well past the season of caregiving for young children. So I felt like, as far as people around my age who had children, I didn't really have that. I only had one best friend at the time who had children, and she had moved out of state. So I was really feeling lonely. And at that point, I decided that I was either going to sit home and feel sorry for myself, or I was going to find some other type of outlet to connect with other moms. So for me, that was a really special group that I joined called Real Moms. And I'm from the Metro Detroit area. So this was a group local to me, kind of similar to MOPS groups, if you've heard of MOPS, which stands for Mothers of Preschoolers. So I joined this group, and immediately I met all of these other moms that seemed like they were just like me. They didn't have it all together. They felt like they were riding their own roller coaster, and they were looking for support. So it really opened my eyes to the fact that all moms need support. And even though when we go on Facebook or social media, other sites, and we see moms posting these perfect family pictures, know that everybody struggles and you're not alone. So after I joined that group, I really realized that other moms needed that resource like I had, but they weren't all getting it. So of course I wanted to invite all of my friends that were moms. After, more of my friends became mothers, I wanted to invite them to the group or encourage them to find some sort of support system. And with that being said, a lot of my friends work outside of the home, so they weren't able to do that. So again, I was reminded that there needed to be a better outlet for people that were on the go and just couldn't get to a group regularly. And so the Break for Moms was something that I created. So if you're just joining, I'm Nicole, the host of the Break for Moms, and this show is for mothers and caregivers of young children. So I told you a little bit, if you've been tuning in, about my motivation for starting the show. I told you a little bit about me and the fact that I have 3 children of my own. So now I want to share some actual statistics about motherhood and those feelings of loneliness that many women experience, not only postpartum in those first 6 weeks after having a baby, but also long-term, up to a year or more. Statistics show that women experience depression and anxiety and higher stress levels. And a good portion of that is because they don't have the support system that they need. So I'm going to actually read some statistics because I don't want to get them wrong. And they are from 2 very reputable sources, the Center for Disease Control, which I'm going to refer to as the CDC because it's kind of a tongue twister, and also the American Psychological Association, which I will refer to as the APA. So those associations had some statistics that I found on the internet regarding depression, anxiety, and overall stress of women, and specifically mothers. So the first study is a little bit older, 2010, and it said that 1 in 7 women, and this is just in the United States alone, experienced postpartum depression. A later study done by the APA said in 2016 that was actually I think I said 1 in 7. The first study was 1 in 8. The second study was 1 in 7. And that's just the United States, saying 1 in 7 women as of 2016 experienced postpartum depression. So if you were to factor in not only women in the United States, but all over the world, and also women that experience stillbirths, because the majority of studies are just with live births, then those statistics would probably be even higher, maybe 1 in 6, or maybe even 1 in 5, or even greater than that. So it's an issue that needs to be dealt with. So how do we deal with this? Well, I think a big part of it, besides hormonal reasons, is the fact that women need to have a support system. And when women initially, caregivers of young children who, all of a sudden have a young little one that they're taking care of, it can be overwhelming if they don't have the necessary support. So with that said, I'm going to give you a few other quick statistics before we move on, because I want you to know that this show was created not just because I think women and caregivers of young children need support, but also because statistics show us that people that don't have a support system that are caring for young children are not healthy emotionally and physically. So just to give you a few more statistics, this one is on stress level. And this one isn't necessarily related to motherhood, but just in general, interesting to know that for those who have emotional support, both men and women, 5 out of 10 was the average stress level, 0 being not very much stress, 10 being the most stress. So that the number was 5 out of 10 as the score for people with emotional support. And then the people's stress level who did not have emotional support scored 6.3 out of 10, meaning their stress level was higher than those that had emotional support. So what I'm trying to tell you is people that don't have emotional support have a higher level of stress. And that was a 2015 study from the APA. Okay, 2 more statistics just to make sure that you understand that it's not just me telling you to watch the show and seek out support, but it's statistics that show us that caregivers, mothers of children need support. They need it. Mothers wear many hats. They are working in and out of the home. They are taking care of children. They are often the primary person in the household that makes healthcare decisions, interestingly. And according to the APA, it actually said 80% of family healthcare decisions are made by women. Very, very interesting. This is a United States only study, but still very, very interesting. So women are wearing many hats. They're handling a lot of things in the household. And one more statistic for you, and it's related to physical and emotional health. Women are more likely to report physical and emotional health and stress than men. And as such, women have more headaches, 41% of women versus 30% of men. And women, 44% of women report feeling like they could cry versus 15% men. Also, as far as upset stomach, indigestion, and other related physical symptoms, 32% women reported having those symptoms versus 21% of men. So what am I saying here? If you're just joining me, I'm Nicole, the host of The Break for Moms. I apologize for those that have been viewing from the beginning, but I want to make sure everybody knows who I am and knows what the show is about. So this show, The Break for Moms, is a show to offer valuable resources, tips, advice, and support for moms and caregivers of children, whether you are an adoptive mom, a biological mom, a nanny, a babysitter, a teacher, the next door neighbor that watches children, or a grandmother, or even a dad. I know the title has mom in it, but of course, dads, you can benefit so much from support and resources and tips because as parents, we are lifelong learners. And, you're never going to be an expert. It's just we're going to continue to reach to learn more. But, there are always going to be new things to learn. So don't feel like you have to be perfect or that you have to know it all. That's where friends and family and other people to offer support are there for you. And you need that. So if you're just tuning in, I just gave some statistics on why that support is so important, of course, for our physical and our mental health. If we're not healthy, we cannot be good parents. So that's number one. With that said, I also want this show to be fun and lighthearted and humorous. So I like to share a few funny stories with you to help you to see me as just another parent. I'm on here live streaming, but I'm just another parent, just like all of you watching. I'm from the Metro Detroit area. And let me tell you, I am a work-at-home mom, so I'm home with my 3 children. I'm going to say this one more time for those that are just tuning in. I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old as of today, and a 1-year-old. And they keep me really busy. Sometimes I have a hard time getting out of the house. It takes me as much as 2 hours to get out of the house sometimes because there's diapers to be changed. I technically still have 2 in diapers. One is in pull-ups, the 3-year-old. I know. We're still working on it. So don't panic if you have a 3-year-old and they're not potty trained yet. It's okay. Actually, according to my pediatrician, it is unrealistic to expect a 3-year-old to be potty trained. So if you are one of those parents that have a 2-year-old that's potty trained, awesome. I'm so jealous of you. But if your child is 3 and they're still not trained, it's okay. You can take a deep breath and feel relieved. It's okay. You're not failing as a parent. So anyways, I've got 2 in diapers, so it's hard to get out the door. I've got a 5-year-old that's not the most motivated kid to get dressed and get out the door. In fact, my 3-year-old can get her clothes and her shoes on and be at the door in 5 minutes, and my son is still standing in his underwear crying. So anyhow, it's, everybody's family makeup is different, and it's okay. Every day you will get better and better. Part of it is just, learning your kids, who they are, and knowing their love languages too. And we'll talk about that on another show as well. So my funny story. One day I was so just longing to talk to another mom, actually another adult, I should say, that I had a scheduled appointment to have a root canal, which I know that doesn't sound very funny or exciting. So anyways, I went to this endodontist to get my root canal done. And I was waiting a really long time. I was sitting in the chair waiting. And this woman, she was an assistant. She started talking to me. She started asking me some personal questions. I told her how I had kids of my own, and she started talking about her kids. And it was interesting because we started talking and talking. We were laughing. And I'm telling you, I was probably the friendliest, happiest root canal patient that they had ever seen, because I was so happy to talk to another adult, let alone another mom. And we were having the best time. The endodontist finally came in. This was an hour and a half almost later, apologizing because I still had not had my root canal even started yet. I was waiting. He was apologizing. He had an emergency surgery to do in the next room. And I was just sitting there smiling, having a great time. The lady offered me a bottled water, and I was commenting on how the bathroom in the facility smelled really nice because they had a candle burning. And it was really, really funny because, it's a perfect example of how moms just, they don't always get to socialize with other adults, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom and you're with kids all day. Or sometimes you might feel that way if you're a teacher or a nanny or a childcare worker. So when you get to talk to another adult, it's really a big deal, and you're probably a lot happier than other people might be, or more appreciative, I should say. With that being said, you will see me at the grocery store talking to strangers, the dollar store if I go to buy things for my kids. Wherever I'm at, I'm really happy to talk to other people. So they probably think I'm really friendly, and I think I am, not just because I'm on a live streaming show, but because I like to talk and I like to talk to other people. So this show gives me a chance to have a break from my kids. And you must be wondering where my kids are right now. So I'll tell you, my 1-year-old, the baby, is sleeping right now because I'm in the Metro Detroit area and it is past 8:00 p.m. our time. So she's sleeping. So that's one out of the way. And my other two are with my husband, who took them to a place called Yogurt City, which is a fancy frozen yogurt place by our house. And my 3-year-old, I told you earlier in the program, is celebrating her birthday today. So my husband took care of them and had a plan all day today before he even came home from work that I would get to live stream while he took the kids out for frozen yogurt and the baby was sleeping. So I'm here. I made it. I'm so happy. I made it on time at 8:00 Eastern time. And I'm so grateful that you're here as well, because I know if you're a parent like me, it's hard to schedule to do anything. So time on the computer, on the internet, whatever it may be, that's very precious time and you don't have a lot of it. So the fact that you're giving this time to me just really means the world to me. So I want to let you know that I want to do a couple giveaways. One is super, super easy. All you have to do is click the heart next to my profile right now, and that will let you follow me. That means anytime I'm live streaming, if you're on Bidchat, you will immediately get a notification that I am live. So that's really important so that you don't miss a broadcast. And normally I'm broadcasting every Monday live at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's 10 a.m. on the West Coast. However, this is my special launch week. So as you can see, I've got some balloons in the background to celebrate. I am trying to come online as much as I can. I am going to be back online repeating this exact same program live this Saturday, again at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So if you didn't catch the beginning, or you want to tell your friends and family or a coworker or your neighbor or someone at the grocery store or whoever you meet that you think could use this show as a support network for them and a place to gain resources and enter to win some cool prizes, then please, please, please tell them about the show. The easiest way to get to the show is to put my direct link into your browser. And I want to recommend for live streaming that you use either Google Chrome or Firefox. Those are the two that are most supported for Bidchat. And with that said, the website, the direct link for my program is www.bidchat.com/thebreak4moms. And make sure you use the number 4. That's very important. So go ahead and click that heart to follow me. I'll get an instant notification, which I will read after this broadcast, telling me that I have new followers. And I will go ahead and send you 100 free Bitcoins just for tuning in. And I want to tell you, you can use those Bitcoins however you want. I would love for you to call into my program. But if you'd like to call into another program and try that out, you are welcome to do that. It's my free gift to you just for taking the time to be a viewer for my show this evening. So thank you so much. And with that said, I would like to invite callers to call into the show now. I have this awesome giveaway. They are official show t-shirts. It says The Break 4 Moms with the number 4. That is the title of the show. And I want you to know that I am giving one away this week. And actually, I'm probably going to run the contest until the following Monday because there have been some glitches with the website. And I know if I'm having some technical problems, some of you may be having some technical problems getting online or even calling into the show. So I'm going to extend the contest so you have between today and the rest of this week. I'll be broadcasting again Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and then next Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you join in to those programs and call in at least one time. I will enter you into the contest for each time that you call into the show if you want to call in more than once. So you'll win this great t-shirt. Hi to my new viewers. Thank you for joining me. I've got 17 thumbs up. Thank you so much for those of you that gave me thumbs up. That gives me instant feedback. It's really the only instant feedback that I get while I'm live streaming because I can't check the broadcast and watch it, until after the show. So it really helps. So if you're watching and just tuning in now, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That tells me that you can see me and hear me okay. And you like what I'm talking about. That's great for me. I really appreciate that feedback. With that said, I'd like to invite callers again to call into the show now. I'm going to continue to talk, but please go ahead and call in. I'm going to tell you how to do that if you're not sure how to do that. So you can go ahead and click bid. My profile on my screen says bid quo. So go ahead and click bid and you'll see a pull down menu with different prices. I want you to bid just the minimum today. It's 100 Bitcoins. You'll see a circle gold icon, and that is the Bitcoin. So if you click on that, you can bid for 1 minute, and I will reimburse you those coins after the show. And I will also extend your call for 1 minute, so you'll actually get 2 minutes for free once I reimburse you those coins. So go ahead and call into the show. I would love to meet you. I would love to hear your mom's story. And remember, if you call into the show, you get entered into a contest to win this very cute t-shirt. And if you're from the Metro Detroit area, I'll tell you this t-shirt is courtesy of the little store in downtown Northville, Michigan, called Make It Memories. And they did a great job. So thank you, Make It Memories, for designing my show t-shirts. I'm so excited to give one of these away. I was actually going to wear mine at the beginning of the show, but I wore it on Monday. So I was afraid if people looked at my archive broadcasts on here that they would think it was the same show and not watch this one. So anyways, I'm wearing a gray and white striped shirt today. But if I wasn't worried about that, I would be wearing this cute new t-shirt. It is adorable. So let me tell you really quickly about the t-shirts. I will get whatever size you need if you call into the show. If you call into the show, oops, I think somebody's trying to call in. Hi, Deanna, 1 second. Just give it about 1 minute. Oh, call got dropped. Gianna, try calling back again, please. Thank you. If anyone else is trying to call into the show, you can either wait for Deanna to call in, or you can always try to outbid someone and then you get in ahead of them. However, it does increase the price of the bid, the amount of Bitcoins you use. So keep that in mind. And if anyone's having trouble calling into the show, if you're confused, you don't know what to do, you can contact me on Twitter or Facebook at The Break for Moms. The show is also on Instagram at The Break for Moms as well. So I hope to hear from you. You can follow me on social media. And of course, if you're just tuning in, click the heart to follow the show. You'll get instant notifications whenever I go live on Bidchat. And keep in mind, if you ever miss a show, the shows are archived not only on Bidchat, but I also will be posting the archive broadcasts on Vimeo and YouTube. And I'm going to try to do that every Monday at 3 p.m. So keep that in mind. If you're working outside the home, or you're working inside the home, or you're just busy, kids have appointments, you're driving kids to school, whatever the issue may be, you can tune in really at any time and watch the archive broadcast. So I hope that you'll do that. And again, for the new viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. I see that the auction clock is running, so I think someone is trying to bid in, but please feel free to also bid in to call into the show. I would love to give away one of these very cute t-shirts if you're just tuning in. It says The Break for Moms because that is the title of the show. Keep in mind, if you're looking for the show on social media, it's The Break for Moms with the number 4. That's really important. So go ahead and try to bid to call into the show. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to talk. And I'd like to tell you a little bit more about this moms group that I am a part of in the Metro Detroit area that was such a really important part. It played a key role in my decision to start this live streaming show for moms. So the name of the group, if you're just tuning in, it's called Real Moms. And I have met some amazing women in this group. And let me tell you, when I was about to have my third baby, actually it was right after I delivered, I had a C-section and I had 2 other young children under the age of 4 at the time. Under the age of 4. 4-year-old and 1.5-year-old. Sorry, my memory is failing me. 4-year-old and 1.5-year-old. So, when my newest one was born, I had 3 kids age 4 and under, which is kind of tricky. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up now if you have 3 kids age 4 and under, because that is tricky. Or maybe you have 3 kids age 3 and under. If you have 3 kids age 3 and under, give me a thumbs up right now, because I want to know that I have somebody who is like, whoa, amazing mom. That is no easy feat. So give yourself a pat on the back. In fact, if you're any mom or caregiver of young children, give yourself a pat on the back, because Wow, it is a long day. As they say, the days are long, but the years are short. Every day at this time, I'm ready to go to bed. So I'm giving myself a pat on the back that I am still awake, and I am broadcasting live for 24 viewers right now, which is awesome. But you know what? I would not miss this for the world. This is just such an amazing opportunity, and I'm so grateful. I'm going to say this again and again. I am so grateful for those of you that are here. So anyways, back to my story. After I had my third baby, I had a C-section, and I was, my feet were up at home. I was stuck at home for a little while recovering. And these women from my mom's group called Real Moms, they, I'm going to tell you two of their names. Chelsea and Crystal are two of the leaders in the group. If you happen to be watching Chelsea and Crystal, you really have touched my life in a special way. These women created something, a sign up called Meal Train. I know you've probably heard of different types of signups you can do over the internet to deliver meals to people for a variety of reasons. If people are sick or they have a baby or any other reason why you would want people to sign up to deliver meals to someone in need. So this thing on the internet is called Meal Train. So they signed up this Meal Train, and I had probably about 20 women sign up to bring me meals to my home for myself and my family. And half of these women I didn't even know. I did not know these women prior to them signing up to deliver a meal, which was absolutely amazing. I mean, I looked at my husband and we were both nearly in tears. We could not believe that strangers would bring meals to us. But the reason they did it was because they had empathy, because they were going through the same thing. They knew what it's like to be a parent and need support. And so now I understand that. And now I feel like I have a really important role in supporting other parents because I received that love and support, and I want to pay it forward. So I really, really want to do that more than anything with this show. Of course, live streaming is entertainment. It's fun. There are giveaways. I'll have people call into the show and meet me. So there's that social aspect, but I really want you to feel supported. So if you're having a rough day today, know that it's okay. And I'm here for you. There are other moms and caregivers of young children who are here for you. I see caller dropped due to bad network. Deanna, I'm so sorry. I see you trying to call in. You need to refresh your browser. If anyone else is trying to call into a show and you're having trouble, you have to refresh your browser. So Deanna, refresh your browser. Try it again. I heard your voice, but I did not see you. So try again. And if you're someone else that's looking at the show thinking, wow, it would be really fun to call into the show, but I'm not sure if I should, please call in. I'm waiting. I am waiting because I am going to give one lucky caller this t-shirt, the show t-shirt. It's called The Break for Moms, my show if you're just tuning in, with the number 4. And I have them in multiple sizes sitting at my house in a box. And I am going to ship one out to one lucky caller. And the contest has been open since this prior Monday, and it will go through next Monday. So if you don't feel like calling in today or you're not sure yet and you want to practice and figure it out, I will be live streaming this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, as well as next Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope that you will call into the show because I would love for you to be entered into a contest to win one of these t-shirts. They're really cute. And I think it will be an encouragement for you. And I hope you'll continue to support the show. Make sure you click the red heart. Actually, it's an empty heart, but once you click it, it turns red to show that you're following me. And I see Deanna is trying to bid again. Thank you, Deanna, for trying to bid again. Sometimes there are technical issues with the website. Live streaming is, it's a work in progress. It takes a lot of data, and it's still a fairly new concept. So bear with us. And if for any reason your internet connection is fuzzy, just refresh your browser and try to come back into the program. And I will do the same if there's an issue. So if at any point we get disconnected, just hang tight and I'll make sure that I come back. Deanna, I see that you're being connected. I hear you. I'm hoping that I see you. I hear you. There's a bit of a 1-minute delay. So let's see if I can see you. Oh, I see you. Hi. But you're not.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so glad that this works so other callers can see you and see what it's like. So this is an example of two-way live streaming. Bidchat, I'm going to extend your call. Hi, Darla.
Hi.
So really quickly, I hope it's okay if I introduce you.
Sure.
These are my two nieces. They are not moms yet. However, they are caregivers of young children. So I'd like them to introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about what their role is in caring for children. Ready, set, go.
Sure. Hi, I'm Olivia. I am 20 years old, and I really enjoy caring for kids. I nanny for a family that has a lot of little ones from church. So I hope to learn a lot of great things from your show. And I'm excited for you.
Hi, I'm Darla, and I'm her sister, and I am 15 years old, and I babysit a young neighbor of mine many days of the week.
Yes, and they both, let me tell you, they both do an excellent job. They're so busy babysitting that they're never home, hardly. They do a great job, and they're great students too. So, So if you know of a sitter or a nanny or a childcare worker that would like some additional tips and resources, or maybe they have some for me, please tell them about the show and have them call in. Yes, and you've got 28 seconds left on the clock. Is there anything else that you would like to add that you think that people should know about babysitters? Because maybe we have some moms or dads or other caregivers watching and they're looking to hire a nanny or a babysitter. What would you tell them?
Someone who definitely loves kids, for sure, and interacts with them and doesn't play on their phone. It's really important to connect with the kids that you're with.
And how do the parents that have you, sorry, they're off now. But yes, definitely loves kids and plays with kids. Let me tell you, I had a new sitter over the summer, and the reason I hired her, I interviewed a few different people, but this sitter was awesome. She played with my kids. Like, not just like watched them play. She got down on her knees every time she was over and she played with my kids. And the only reason I'm using past tense is because now she's back to high school. So she's busy, but on the weekends, I will still be calling her because she is amazing. Her name is Sarah, and she just is one of the best babysitters I have ever met because she gets down on her knees, she plays with the kids, she has them running around the house, and she's running along with them. That's really a special thing if you can find that. It's hard to find. So if you are looking to hire someone, that would be my advice. Look for someone that actually gets down on their hands and knees, or goes outside and gets dirty with the kids, plays in the sand, whatever it is that you want them to do. You want someone that's going to actually play with them because they're going to make the best connection with your kids. So with that said, I would love to invite callers to call into the show. As you can see, two-way live streaming works by someone bidding in, and then you're on the corner of the screen. Everyone else will see you. So if you're worried about being in your pajamas, let me just tell you that if I was not live streaming, I would be in my pajamas right now. In fact, I might even be sleeping or laying next to one of my kids' beds trying to get them to go to sleep. So it's okay. We're all here to support each other. We all understand. We get it. You do not have to be primped and hair done and beautiful clothes on. It's okay. I would love to have you call into the show. I see the auction clock running, so I hope that means somebody is about to join in. If not, please try again. Just hit on bid. I see the auction clock running again. So if for some reason it's not working properly, just keep trying or refresh your browser. Make sure you're using Google Chrome or Firefox. Those are the two best browsers to use for live streaming. And keep in mind that when you bid into the show, you are considered co-broadcaster with me. So you want to have a good internet connection. If you're trying to call in from the Bidchat app or you're not on a reliable internet connection, it's not 100% guaranteed that you're going to have that secure call into the show. But keep in mind, if your call gets short for any reason, you'll be reimbursed the rest of those coins that you didn't use. And keep in mind that for anyone that clicks the heart to follow me, right now during the show, I will send you 100 Bitcoins. So I will cover the cost of you bidding into the show today. And if you call into the show, for those that are just joining, I want to let you know that I'm giving away one of these t-shirts. And it says The Break for Moms with the number 4 because that's the name of the show. And I just want to say thank you to my viewers because I know that as moms and caregivers of young children, it's hard to find time to be on the internet or do little things that we want to do for ourselves. Nighttime is often a time to be doing laundry or dishes or just tidying up. Or if you're just getting home from work, maybe doing dinner and reading your kids a bedtime story and putting them to bed. I'm in the Metro Detroit area, so it is 8:30 my time in the evening. But for those of you in the West Coast, it's probably around 5:30 and you're, getting dinner ready, maybe just got home from work. So you're probably feeling tired too. So thank you so much for joining me. So I told you a little bit about the story of my mom friends from my group and people that I didn't even know signing up to deliver me meals after I had my baby. And that was just an amazing example of how, as moms and caregivers, we need to support other moms and help them out. We all need help. And I know this sounds kind of cliche, but I truly, truly believe, in the group that I belong to for moms reinforces this over and over again. It really does take a village to raise a child. That's so important. You can't do it alone. And every mom needs a break. And I think that's a really big theme for the show and why the break is part of the title. Because as moms and caregivers, we put children first. And oftentimes we don't take care of ourselves emotionally, physically. We put off doing things for our own enjoyment. Maybe we don't get the exercise that we want, or take that time to read a book, or just breathe. So I hope that this show will be a chance for you to breathe as well, because sometimes we feel like we're running this race and we need time to breathe. So that's a big part of the show. So that's the why I'm doing the show, why the show has the name that it does. I want you to feel like this is a break time for you. And believe it or not, even though I'm working, I'm live streaming, this is a break for me. My kids are out of the way. They're all busy or sleeping right now. And it's just me. It's just me and my computer and all of you. So I really am hoping that I can socialize a little bit as well, because I work from home and I don't get to go out of the house all that often to socialize, unless I go at night when my husband's home or someone babysits my kids. So this is an opportunity for me to chat with other moms or even dads. So if you're watching right now and you're hesitant, you're not sure if you want to call in, I really, really hope that you'll call into the show, because that would mean the world to me. And it would be really fun to meet you and enter you into the contest, of course, which I've told you about a few times on the show, as we've had a few viewers trickling in. So I'm just going to keep talking, but I'm going to cross my fingers that someone is going to call in eventually. That if you were just tuning in, my two nieces just called in, and that was really nice of them to call into the show. They're very excited about the show and telling their mom friends about the show as well. So I want to tell you about some mom blogs that have motivated me and been a part of my theme with the show. One is called the Better Mom blog, so you can go ahead and type that one in. And my friend Crystal from my mom's group, Real Moms, told me about this blog because the mission of the blog and many of the themes on this blog has a lot to do with what I just talked about moms feeling supported and moms having purpose and feeling like they have value just for being a mom. You're not just a mom. You have a great purpose. I'm a woman of faith, so I believe it's an eternal purpose. But whatever your beliefs are, being a mom is a great person. You're a great purpose. You're not just in this season trying to, get by until you can carry out your purpose and, do some other type of work that you want to do. Being a mom is a major purpose. It is your purpose in life. So keep that in mind. Know that you have amazing value. Give yourself a pat on the back. It is an amazing accomplishment. And no matter how you got there as a parent, it is a great, wonderful thing. If you're a mom to be watching the show by chance, know that you're about to embark on an amazing journey. It's a challenging journey. I'm not going to lie, but it's an amazing journey. So if you know someone that is a mom to be, or a parent to be, a dad to be, please tell them about the show. I will be live every Monday after this launch week, and I would love to meet as many of you as possible and help you to feel supported. So the Better Mom blog talks about our mission as moms, having purpose, and know that as a parent, you need to know what is your mission within your house. And I have talked a lot with other women about actually creating a family mission statement, which is a fabulous idea that the Better Mom blog shared. And I would like to invite you to do that as well as home. You can make it on a poster board, or you could have someone make you a custom portrait of some sort. I've seen that as well. But no, what is your mission? What do you want your kids to know? What do you want your family to look like when your kids are grown up? What is most important for them to exhibit in terms of qualities? And, someday when you're gone, as parents, how do you want your kids to live and carry on your legacy? How do you want siblings, if you've got more than one child, how do you want them to relate with each other? What kind of relationship do you want for them? How important is that your kids are close with one another? So establishing that as part of your mission is so important. You need to do it now. Do it right away. If you are more of a mentor mom watching the show, maybe your kids are long gone and grown and carrying on their own life with their own children, that's okay. This show is for you as well. I would love for you to call into the show as a mentor mom. I have many mentor moms, including my sister who has kids that are teens, and her oldest is in college and, ready to move off on her own and one day soon probably start her own family. So I have her as a mentor, and, all moms need mentor moms. So keep that in mind. If you're a more seasoned mom, please call into my show at some point. I would love to meet you, and I would love for you to share your own resources and tips and advice with us and your own special stories, because, it's really special for moms like me to hear from more seasoned moms, and we really look up to mentor moms. So you can never have enough. Okay, so that's the Better Mom blog. Here's one more thing for you, and I love this. No one is paying me to say this, by the way. Project Life. If you have not heard of Project Life, the blog is called Becky Higgins. Her last name is spelled Higgins. Becky Higgins, Becky is her first name, Becky Higgins. And that's her blog. But her products are under the title Project Life, and it's for scrapbookers. If you are a scrapbooker like me, I'm raising my hand, I am a major scrapbooker. I've got good news for you. You have just found out from me something, if you haven't heard of this, that is going to make your life as a scrapbooker so much easier. Project Life is a way to document your photos and your life and your journey with your kids or without your kids, whatever you want to document and save. It is going to be so much easier. So let me just show you an example first. Here's one of my scrapbook pages. I'm holding it up so you can see. Okay, so there's all these little pockets. So you slip your photos in pockets. If you want, you can cut photos smaller to do, I believe these are like a 3x5 photo, I think. Don't quote me on that. So there's the little photos. It's the half size. Wait, 4x6. So maybe that's 2x4. So you have your large photos and then smaller photos, or you can buy these little cards that are like journaling cards or just decorative cards, and you could slip them in the pockets. There is no cutting, no pasting, no buying tacky sticker squares. Instead of spending an hour on one page, I can get like 10 pages done in an hour, and it looks really nice and professional. And it encourages people to print their photos. If you have all of your photos stored on your iPhone or your Android phone or on your computer or your iPad or whatever, your any type of tablet, please, please, please print your photos. Let's go back to the basics. Print your photos, put them in these sleeves, search Project Life on the internet, or you can go to a Michael's store, a Hobby Lobby, or anywhere else that's a craft store that sells scrapbook stuff, and they should have Project Life. Of course, you can buy it online on the Project Life website. I think it's www.projectlife.com or Amazon, or like I said, anywhere else online that would sell scrapbook supplies as well. And the cool thing about Project Life is if you're on the go like me, you can also scrapbook right on your mobile device. There is an app for Project Life, and you can download that for free. And here is an example of a page. So I just printed a 12x12 page, or you can do 8x8 pages as well, with the hard copies that you slip in the pockets, or digitally, and then you can print them. I printed the whole sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out just so you can see. So this is, oops, that's the other side. This is a whole 12x12 sheet, and you design it in the app. So I designed these right on my cell phone. I have an Apple phone, but the app is available also for Android devices in the Google Play Store. I believe that's what it's called. I don't use Android, but it's Google Play, I believe. So you can download that app, and then if you want, there's so many designs that are there by default, and then if you want some other designs, for like the designer cards, if you want to do like a journal card as part of your whole design, you can do that, or just like a colorful place card. If you don't have enough photos to place and it just fills the gap, it's literally called a filler card. You can do that as well. So there's many different designs you can pay for like 99 cents to $1.99. It's not very expensive, even if you want to buy extras. And it's really, really cute. Here's another page. I titled this one, Celebrate. It says, Celebrate the Little Things. That was one of the cards in the category for this design. And then I typed in hugs, bath time, and bedtime stories. So really simple. Literally took me 10 minutes to design this. And then I ordered the prints. And you can order prints if you're a scrapbooker and you're looking to order 12 by 12 or 8 by 8 prints, or special sizes like photos from Instagram. I forget what that size is, those Instagram square photos, but sometimes it's hard to find places that will print those. There is an awesome website called Persnickety Prints, Persnicky, Persnickety Prints. So go online, www.persnicketyprints.com. Look that up. It's a great website for ordering prints, and they have some really good deals. And if you print 12 by 12 scrapbook pages, this is the cheapest place online. It's even cheaper than Costco. You can get them for as cheap as 99 cents. Sometimes they're usually $1.99, which is still way cheaper than Costco or other discount places for printing scrapbook pages. So I love that. I know I talked for a long time about that, but I'm very passionate about scrapbooking. And I know many people don't scrapbook because they think they don't have one thing, time. But now you do have time. So look up Project Life. It will explain to you how you can document your family and your life, and you can do it quickly, and it looks very professional in a very short amount of time. So go ahead and do that. Let's talk a little bit about back to school. I have this book, Nanny 911, and some of you may be laughing now. This dates me a little bit, but of course I'm not saying I'm old, but it dates me a little bit because I think the show is from the 90s. I don't remember, and I don't want to look inside the book while I'm live streaming. But this book has some awesome tips for back to school. So let's talk about back to school and routines. I have a 5-year-old that just started kindergarten, and let me tell you, I was scared to death starting August 1st that I was not going to be able to get him out of the door. I have to drive him to school. He goes to a private school. And not only do I have to drive him, but I have to put his 3-year-old and 1-year-old sister in the car by 8 o'clock to get him there on time because we do not look super close. It's about a 25 to 30 minute drive right now with construction. There's construction everywhere in Michigan right now, unfortunately. So it's a very long drive during rush hour and construction time. So I am scared about getting him out of the house, but never fear, Nanny 911 was my person, my group that came to the rescue. These two ladies wrote in the book about creating a schedule board. If you have not created a schedule board and you have kids that have a hard time getting out of the house or following a routine, whether it be a morning routine, getting up and getting ready for school, or an evening routine, eating dinner, getting homework done, getting ready for sports or activities, and doing bedtime routines, brushing teeth, reading stories, going to bed, whatever your routine is, if you're having a hard time implementing it, let me tell you, you need to create a routine board. Let me say that again, create a routine board. You can use cheap poster board from the dollar store, or you can get a foam board, which is, you know, you can still get that for $1 at any dollar store, or anywhere where you get craft supplies for a reasonable price. And I literally just wrote out by hand for him, 7 a.m., wake up, 7:15, you need to be dressed, 7:30, you need to be at the breakfast table eating, 7:45, you need to be doing your hair in the bathroom with mom, my jealous hair. He needs to use the restroom before we go. And 8 o'clock, he needs to be getting his shoes and socks on and coats when it gets cold, grabbing his backpack and heading out the door to the car so that we are leaving by 8:15. So I know I said 8 o'clock, but you know, roughly between 8 and 8:15, we try to be out the door. And let me tell you, that routine board has saved my life. My son does not cry about not having cartoons in the morning. He does not cry about getting dressed. I lay his clothes out on the floor so that they're there ready the night before. So when he wakes up, as soon as he opens his eyes and stretches and gets out of bed, I give him 15 minutes to do that because sometimes he's kind of cranky. He sees his clothes on the floor. He immediately puts them on. He runs downstairs. And he even asked me, Mom, can I check off everything on the board? And of course I said, no, you can't do that because then it'll be checked off the next day when we go to school. So I promised him at the end of the year that he could physically check each thing to show that he completed it on the last day of school. Now, if you have older kids, I want to let you know that this show is still for you. I know I talk about having a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old, But it's okay if you have kids roughly 0 to age 18. Most of the topics we'll be talking about will relate to infants all the way to kids in high school and maybe college age, talking about college scholarships and issues that pertain to helping kids that are maybe still living at home while they're going to college. So know that even if you don't have babies at home, the show is still for you. So let's talk about routines in older kids. Maybe you have a teenager that's struggling to get out of bed and get going, or maybe they just can't focus enough to get their homework done and get in sports and other activities and things that they need to do around the house. Maybe you're trying to implement chores and you're just having a hard time getting organized. I would strongly encourage you to do some type of routine board, or you can transfer it to a teen by maybe putting something on their cell phone. See if there's some kind of routine app, or you can set alarms on their phone or have them do it for 15-minute increments or 1-hour increments. If you eat dinner at 6 and then you have to go to soccer at 7, and maybe they don't come home to complete homework until 8:30, 9 o'clock if they're older and they have a later bedtime, of course. You can do that, or you can do it for the morning, set an alarm for 7 a.m. to wake up, or 6 o'clock if it's high school and they get up earlier. And then, what time do they need to be dressed in order to get out the door? If you've got a girl that's putting on makeup and she's taking too long in the bathroom, you can set their cell phone accordingly to help them get moving and get out the door, so you don't feel all of the pressure on you, because it's hard, especially if you have multiple kids and you have to get people out the door. If you've got maybe 3 teens in the house or 2 teens, or maybe a college student that's going in one direction, a teen that's going to this school, an elementary student going to another school, and you're being pulled in different directions, the routine board or on their cell phone or mobile device, tablet, will really, really help you. So that's kind of my tip of the day. If you would like more tips of the day, you can check out on Instagram, The Break for Moms, or Twitter or Facebook. I'm going to post pictures of the resources that I use and talk about on the show. I'll take pictures of things that I use within my house that I talk about. So Project Life, Nanny 911, the Better Mom blog, and I think that's it that I talked about. The routine board, I said I'll take a picture of that, and I'll post all that up on social media so you can check that out. And if you're just tuning into this broadcast and you missed the beginning, hi, I'm Nicole, the host of The Break for Moms, and I want to let you know that you can catch this broadcast from the beginning by tuning in after the show on Bidchat to the archive broadcast. All of my broadcasts will be saved on Bidchat on my profile page. Or you can go to YouTube or Vimeo. Make sure you subscribe, and I will have all of my saved broadcasts there for you to check out and watch at any time that is at your convenience. So keep that in mind. Let your friends and family who are caregivers of children know that they can tune in at any time via those archive broadcasts. And you can also tune in this Saturday. I will be repeating this exact broadcast live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then starting next Monday, I will go live every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with a new show. So if you're just tuning in, I want to let you know that I am doing a giveaway. I have these awesome shirts that say The Break for Moms with the number 4, of course, in the title. And I would like to give one away. I am waiting for callers to call into the show. So if you don't know how to call into the show, let me tell you one more time, since we've got about almost 15 new viewers since the beginning of the show. You want to click on bid, and you will see a pull down menu. There's a bunch of different prices. Don't spend more than 100 Bitcoins. I will reimburse anyone Bitcoins that clicks the heart next to my profile to become a follower of the show. I'll send you 100 Bitcoins. So don't worry about spending the Bitcoins. If you have them, use them today. If you don't, you can call in this Saturday and be entered into the drawing. And I'm going to actually extend the giveaway until next Monday, because people have been having some issues with the website. This is still new. Bidchat is new. I'm new to Bidchat. You're all new to Bidchat. So I will, of course, keep that in mind, that some people may be trying to call in and you're having trouble. If you are trying to call in now and you're having trouble, make sure, one, that you have a strong internet connection and that you're using either Google Chrome or Firefox as your browser, as well as you can also click refresh on your browser. I think I just said that. Sorry for repeating myself. If you have any glitches, just click refresh, try again. Worst case scenario, log out, relog back in. I'll pop up again, or just come to the direct link. Hi, I see Jessica is calling into the show. Yay. I'm hoping that it works for you.